Good day, I'm Samantha Allen and this is your JIS News for February 14. The House of Representatives has approved a supplementary estimates of expenditure for the 2012-2013 fiscal year that reflects budgetary savings of $9.89 billion. The supplementary estimates was discussed by the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee after it was tabled in the House by Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips earlier this month. For the fiscal year, the budget has been revised downwards from $612.4 billion to $602 billion. The estimates show a decrease in the recurrent expenditure from $374.7 billion to $367.7 billion. Total spending on Capital A and Capital B items moved from $237.6 billion to $234.8 billion. Meanwhile, government is looking to raise an additional $15.9 billion in revenue during the 2013-2014 fiscal year. Tuesday, Finance and Planning Minister Dr. Peter Phillips told Parliament that the tax package was necessary for the country to secure an agreement with the International Monetary Fund, access funding from other international institutions, and ensure that the country can meet its obligations.
The following revenue measures are being taken to support the achievement of the primary balance target of 7.5% of GDP that has been agreed with the International Monetary Fund and is consistent with the Government of Jamaica's commitment to broadening the tax base and ensuring revenue adequacy.
The new tax package calls for the inclusion of a telephone call tax as well as all fees and taxes paid at the ports as part of the GCT base. These take effect March 1, along with the application of GCT on the face value of prepaid vouchers or airtime. Effective April 1, income tax on dividends payable to residents will increase from 5 to 15%, while a surtax of 5% will be applied to the taxable income of large unregulated companies. Meanwhile, the education tax will be adjusted to increase employers' contribution by 0.5% and employees or self-employed persons' contribution by 0.25%. Dr. Phillips said this was to help address the continued budgetary shortfall facing the Students' Loan Bureau, and it would not apply to minimum wage earners and those below the income tax threshold. Other revenue measures taking effect April 1 include a customs administration fee on all imports, increasing local stamp duty on properties by 4% and the transfer tax on properties by 5%, and increasing the fees for betting, gaming and lotteries. There will also be a reform of the property tax rate regime, and the National Housing Trust will be required to make a contribution of $11 billion per year over the life of the new agreement with the IMF. Work is expected to begin on the Caymanas Economic Zone by May. Industry, Investment and Commerce Minister Anthony Hilton says tenders were invited for the project and the bids are now being evaluated.
Once the evaluation process is completed, in time a decision will be made as to which of the several persons or entities that tendered will be selected to implement the project.
Speaking at a recent press conference, Minister Hilton said the selection process should be completed by the end of February, with elements of the work to begin by May. The Caymanas Economic Zone will consist of 1,500 acres of prime real estate, of which 40 acres are marked for the development of an information and communications technology park. And finally, ground has been broken for the construction of a perimeter fence at the Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas to improve security at the facility, which has been plagued by thieves over the years. Phase 1 of the project is being funded by the National Health Fund to the tune of $13.6 million. At the recent groundbreaking, the Health Minister, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, said improving security at health institutions was part of the process of achieving a healthy population.
The fact is that we must, as a country and as an administration, put ourselves in a position that citizens can come to our hospitals and find peace even as we find wellness. And therefore, this morning's groundbreaking is significant in that regard.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Samantha Allen. Thanks for watching.